I'm gonna be showing you guys my ultimate $10,000 controller gaming setup. I'm showing the PCs, the controllers, the accessories. Basically, I'm showing literally everything that I have at my setup. If you end up enjoying this video, please don't forget to drop a like on it. And of course, if you're new around here, then subscribe to the channel. So we'll go ahead and kick it off with the biggest physical object at my setup, and that's this desk from Ewan Racing, who was nice enough to send me out a desk and a chair. They single-handedly improved my setup by so much, and this desk is actually super sick. It's called the Ewan 2.0 edition, and it has some pretty crazy features on it, actually. Like, it has the RGB down the legs, and it even has a wireless charging pad on it that can also slide over and transform into an extra USB unit. The desk itself is the perfect size. I can easily fit all my monitors, my mouse and keyboard, my stream deck, my mic, and it also has some cool space-saving features like a built-in headphone hook, and it actually has a built-in cup holder, which I never knew I needed it until I actually had it. But I have to say, I think my favorite part about this desk is the top surface of it. It's this super cool looking carbon fiber finish that not only looks really cool, but it also feels pretty cool as well. It's super smooth and like cool to the touch, and the desk itself is insanely sturdy. For the last like year, I've been using some like $100 desk off of Amazon that was really cheaply made out of some wood, and it was just annoying. The entire desk would shake whenever I'm playing keyboard and mouse. Every time I bumped the desk, my entire monitors would get all messed up. So this desk is literally a huge upgrade for my setup. And I actually got together with Ewan Racing and got a discount code for you guys if you want to check these out. So you can go to the link down below and use code Carter at checkout for 20% off of your purchase. So the desk was the most recent setup upgrade, but now let's hop over to the controller collection because that's what the people really want to see. In total, I think I own 11 controllers with a 12th on the way, but that's a secret one for a future video. However, actually at my setup, I only have 8. That's because my brother has my PowerA Fusion Pro and my cousin has 2 PS4 controllers, both of which I lent out. So for the total collection, I have the PowerA Fusion Pro that my brother has, I have the 2 PS4 controllers that my cousin has, and I have 2 more PS4 controllers actually here, both kind of stacked up with some accessories on them. This one once had the Extreme Rate 4-paddle remap kit on it, but then I took that off and I installed the clicky hair trigger kit from them. And then I also keep the limited edition Travis Scott thumbsticks on it, as well as some Control Freak precision rings. Then the other PS4 controller is my main controller that I use. It has the Strike Pack Eliminator on it, as well as the Control Freak Galaxy thumbsticks and the Control Freak extra thin PS4 grip. And if you're new here, no, I do not use the mods on the Strike Pack. Then to continue with my collection, I have 2 standard Xbox One controllers, 1 old version and 1 new version. I also put a 2-paddle like attachment thing on it. Next, I have 2 sort of off-brand controllers. The black one mainly works for PS4 and Nintendo Switch, and that one also has 2 built-in paddles on the back of it, and then the other one is a direct PS5 replica controller. Then I have the Hex Gaming Hyper controller, which is probably my second favorite controller to this thing. I got it with these custom colors to kind of match the background of my face cam, and it also comes with some extra thumbsticks that are actually interchangeable, as well as an extra 4 built-in buttons to the back of the controller, and it also has a 2-way trigger lock system on the back of it. So kind of a lot going on there. And then for my next controller, we have my custom Xbox Elite Series 2 by Dream controller. This thing is pretty sick as well because the color is completely customized. I think it's like hydro dipped or something. That one also comes with interchangeable thumbsticks. It also comes with 4 paddles on the back. It also has a 3-way trigger stop system on the back of it. It also comes with this cool case, which I kind of actually like. Then like I said, I do have another secret controller on the way, and there's actually another 2 controllers that I may potentially buy soon. Maybe even 3, I'm not sure. One of those potential controllers is actually a PS5 controller because I'm actually looking at getting an actual PS5 console. I do play controller on PC, so that's what a lot of my videos are targeted towards, and I know settings feel a lot different on console, so I think I'm gonna buy a PS5 so I can do a lot more console focused videos and maybe even potentially some console competitive videos. So if you want to see those types of videos, definitely drop a comment and let me know. If there's enough support for it, I'm definitely gonna go buy one. Then next, we're not actually done with my controller collection because I also have some extra accessories for my controllers. I've actually been using Strike Packs for over 3 years at this point. So over the course of those years, I ended up with 3 Strike Pack Dominators, and I also bought the alternate paddles, which are so much better than the original. And then along with that, I obviously have the Strike Pack Eliminator, which is their 4-button version, which I showed off that I use on my main controller that I play on. Then I also have the DualShock 4 back button attachment, and I have 2 of these Xbox paddles. For thumbsticks, I have those limited edition Travis Scott ones, and then I also have the Control Freak Galaxy ones, which I use on my main controller. And for some kind of random controller accessories, I have that 4-paddle Extreme Rate remap kit, and I also have the Extreme Rate clicky hair trigger kit. And then I did recently just buy a couple more secret controller accessories that you guys will see in another upcoming video. Otherwise, the only other controller controller stuff that I really have is this gamer grip stuff, and I also have this keyboard and mouse joystick. I'm not sure if you'd count that as a keyboard and mouse accessory or a controller accessory. It's kind of a mix of both. So the next most important thing on my setup is probably my PC. For the graphics card, it has an EVGA RTX 3070 XC3 Ultra Edition, and then it has an i7 10700. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM. I have a 1TB SSD and a 2TB hard drive. I got it built a bit over a year ago by Power GPU. And before you ask, it is not a pre-built. Power GPU is actually a company that builds custom PCs and ships them out to you. So if you're like me and kind of nervous of buying $2,000 worth of PC parts and building it yourself and potentially messing something up, then basically you can just pay them to build it for you and then have them ship it out to you. The whole process is pretty cool, so I got this about a year ago for $2,000, and going through them was also the only reason that I was actually able to get a 30 series graphics card. And I actually upgraded to this PC from my old kind of famous $450 PC. For now, I actually let my brother borrow that PC. Then for the main things that I actually use with my PC, I have 2 keyboards and I have 2 mice. First gaming keyboard is a 60% Diara keyboard with brown switches that I didn't really like. So then I went out and bought the Razer like Black Widow TE Chroma TKL with green switches. The keyboard has such a long name, but I absolutely love this thing. And then for my mice, my main gaming mouse is a Cooler Master MM711, and that thing's pretty nice, but I don't really game on mouse and keyboard much. So for my like editing, schoolwork, Photoshop, that sort of stuff, I got the Logitech MX Master 3, and that thing is pretty cool as well. And then I run dual 27-inch monitors. My main one is a curved MSI one. Then my second monitor is some like random cheap Acer one. Then these are both on monitor mounts that clamp to my desk because I like the extra space underneath of them. And I'm also looking at getting a third monitor soon. I'm thinking about this one and using this as my actual main monitor. Then we get to my content creation setup. For that, I have my Blue Yeti mic with the pop filter. I have the shock mount. I have the desk mic mount. Then I have my Stream Deck Mini, which is pretty useful. For my lighting, both of my lights are actually from Ray Leno, but the main big one is pretty much the only one that I actually use. And then for my background lighting, I have these 2 super big floodlights from Ray H. Those are super bright, and I have my 2 old smaller floodlights that I don't really use. Then for my camera setup, I have the Sony ZV-E10 with the Sigma 16mm lens on it. I connect that to my PC with the Elgato 4K cam link, and yeah, I think that's it for my actual content creation setup. Then for my chair, I use a Dowwinks one right now, but it's really not the most comfortable chair. But that is another reason I'm actually getting a new chair from Ewan. So the same people that actually sent me the desk are currently sending me a chair. I can't speak on if the chair is comfortable or not yet, but just from seeing the quality of their desk, I'm pretty excited to try out the chair. The cool thing about Ewan is they actually have a ton of options for both desk and gaming chairs. So like I have the 2.0 RGB edition, but they also have a few others like this pink option, or they have this option, or they even have these standing desks. And then if you're sitting and you're using one of their chairs, they actually have 5 different series of chairs that all have like different features and different designs and stuff. They have the XL options for the taller gamers, which also hold up to 500 pounds, which is pretty nuts for a gaming chair. And if you're tall at all, you know the struggles of a chair not being tall enough for you. And then obviously they have a ton of different designs and colorways and stuff. So I'm just putting it out there. If you're looking to upgrade your chair or your desk, if you use my link and use code Carter at checkout, you do get 20% off. And then I do have some other stuff in my setup that are kind of more random. Like I have my GoPro Hero 6 that I sometimes use for hand cams. I also rigged up a Logitech C920 with a wide angle lens that I use for my hand cam sometimes. I have my PS4 Slim as well as an Elgato HD60S that I use for my console videos. Then I bought some smart plugs and a smart power strip to turn off BG1 and BG2. And just like that, both my background lights shut off. And behind me, I also have a little home gym setup with a bench, some dumbbells, and a bunch of plates. If you want to check out any of this stuff, I have it all on my Amazon page. So that is my entire setup. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope to catch you in a future video.